Yo, yo. My station takes for the best bear since we 1 hour. Everett, what's up, man? Dakota, what's up? Aaron, what's up? Yes, I have seen Trump's tweets. I have. Not sure what this was, man. I've been trying to figure out what this move. I was sitting here watching this and just absolutely spiked. But Financial Juice doesn't have anything. I was listening to Williams talk. He wasn't saying a whole lot. I don't know what caused that. I think it's going to be one of those days, man. You just got to be real careful. Plan on going to the beach anytime soon? I just came back from the beach. God, give him sense. Yep. What's up, Ryan? How's it going, man? What did he say? I haven't seen his tweets. He said, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will." I have Jonathan. I don't know, and I got Financial Juice going in my ear right now, and I'm looking at other things. There was nothing that would have justified that spike there. If you look at the book map, it did go directly to where there was two large sets of orders resting. You see how it just like literally stopped right there at those two pockets of orders that were resting. But that, and it also, that I don't think that justifies it either. That doesn't explain it. So I'm not really sure. Missy B, what's up? Yo. What's Financial Juice? This is an app you can download on your phone. It's free. It gives you squawks, like market updates. Hugo, what's up, man? All right, Joe. BJ Scott, what's up, man? Set a trade to the VWAP and didn't set TP. Now I come back to this. Yeah, that'll happen. Like I said on Sunday in the video I posted, it's going to be a very volatile week, in my opinion. That's what I was guessing. So make sure you're keeping your size small, keeping your risk light, setting stops immediately, because you just don't know what can happen here. $750% on what firm? Are we bullish today? I wouldn't say so, man. That would not be my gut instinct. I don't know though. There's no telling, but that is definitely not my gut feeling. Yeah, some people are not familiar with the consistency rules on prop firms, so this is why I say you need to read all the rules and be very familiar with what's going on before you start trading. Hopefully orb plays out today. Yeah, I was looking at it just a second ago. It's a little wide on NQ. If you're taking it, I'd take it on ES if it does play out. It's like 100 points, 100-point range on NQ. I think it's only 22, which is still a lot. It's 22 on ES, but We'll see. Your doesn't work. Your 50%. Yes, it does. It works. The 50% is for the first 2 accounts that you open with them. After that, it goes to 40%. And then once you've bought 5 at 40%, it then drops to 30%. So the first 2 accounts that you buy, if you're brand new to Lucid, is 50% off. What website? This is TradingView. No, you're good, man. You're good. Do you live in New York City? No, I do not. Strategies do you use? I use order flow and momentum combined with ICT. Ja, you're about to get the boot, bro. Stop self-promoting in here. It's like the 10th time you've messaged in the chat. Yesterday, someone said they scalped Bookmap on YouTube based on your advice. There you go. Christian Trades Live, same username. It's on the tube. Yeah, Christian Trades Live, same username. I do have a Discord. Links in the bio. It's free. Oh my gosh. And people advertising, looking for a husband in here. What in the world? Mason, there's a video on my page if I was going to start over completely from scratch, exactly how I would do that. So if you're new, it'd be a good video to watch. It's pinned on my page. Feel free to check it out. No, I would not have. I would not have done anything yet. Would not have taken any trades yet. I can see you in a big old ranch with some horses. Dakota, you are speaking my language, man. That's exactly what is on the plan. That is in the plans. Mason, I would watch, before you get a funded account, before you buy an eval, watch the video that I posted. I would highly recommend that before you do anything. Mason, the biggest thing to remember about this stuff right here, man, is you might come across some creators that make this look easy or try to sell you on the idea of getting rich quick. This takes a long time, man. It took me until the 4th year of doing this before I really made any money. And I had lost at that point, or I had spent all in roughly about $22,000. So don't go into this in a rush. You got to respect the process. Realize it's going to take some time. Take it slow. Do not dump any of your own money into it without doing a bunch of education stuff first. And even then, you don't really need to dump your own money into it beyond paying for an eval or live data to paper trade. So just remember, slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Do you sell a course? No, I don't. I don't sell anything. It's possible. Just remember, it is possible, Mason. I mean, it is definitely 100% possible. You know, maybe it's not the idea of like making millions of dollars and buying Lambos and all that kind of stuff, but at the very least, you can become effective enough at trading where you can make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And that's a very, very, very real possibility with trading. Very realistic. But it's going to take you some time to get there. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen for most people, it doesn't happen within the first couple of years. It takes 3, 4, 5 years to get there. But it's a skill that once you have it, no one can take it away from you. I don't sell anything great value. I don't sell anything in the Discord. I don't sell anything at all. Nothing sold. Do you believe in God? Absolutely. I don't believe in God. I know God. And I walk with him every day. His name is Jesus Christ. Where's your video for evals? There's a video for beginners on my page pinned. It's pinned at the top of my TikTok. Tyler, I got through a lot of it last night. That book that I posted, the first good, the beginning part of it was good. It had some good stories and stuff. It's mostly just quotes. So it's one of those, like, not to be vulgar, but it's one of those ones you keep in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, there's some interesting tidbits in there. Or when you're bored, it's one of those ones you just pick up when you're bored. It's interesting quotes and things like that, kind of like short little stories from people who have been in the markets for a long time. But it's not like a book similar to Best Loser Wins or anything like that. Never see you take a trade, bro. It is 9:11 in the morning, dude. The market hasn't opened. I am not one of these traders that sits here constantly in a trade. Come on, man. Morning from Ventura. Wow, okay. Heard it's beautiful out there. You guys, some people have a very distorted view of what trading is because they tune into TikTok and see these people that are constantly in a trade. That's not trading, man. 90% of trading is sitting on your hands. Exactly. I'm not going to sit here and lead you to blow accounts so that you can use my code so that I can make money off of you. My dad lived in Ventura as a child for a brief period. Interesting. How do you enter the giveaway? Go to the giveaway channel. You'll see it inside of the Discord, and then hit enter. Scroll until you see the latest giveaway, because I do it every Sunday. So go to the latest one and click enter. Yeah, it does. There's a lot of repetition with it, Everett. It's part of the game, though. It's part of the deal. Appreciate the gift there, man. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, Tyler, there's definitely some books I would recommend getting if you haven't already, way before I would get the one that I posted last night. Appreciate that, Aaron. God bless you too, man. Not always. Do you take at least one trade per day? Not always. There's days where I don't take a trade at all, which is exactly how it should be. I would say Best Loser Wins, Trading in the Zone, and then there's some other psychology books that I think are really good that actually don't reference trading at all, but they're good just to learn about psychology, learn about yourself. Bro, what is up with the bots in here, dude? You don't buy a funded, you buy an eval. And yeah, you have to do a KYC verification. What do I think about the news today? I think it's going to be a very volatile day. Which psych ones do you recommend? I like the books on Stoicism. So if you can read Marcus Aurelius, he's got one called Meditations. There's a comment on one of my videos where I listed out a whole bunch of books. I need to just share basically my library of books with you guys, because I feel like some of you would find it pretty beneficial. Let's see, hang on one second. I would never want to see you mad. I don't get mad, man. How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie. I think that's a good book. It's not really it's kind of psychology, but it's a great book. 48 Laws of Power, great book. I have a bunch in here that have nothing to do with anything. Letters from a Stoic by Seneca. Definitely recommend that one. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins was a good book. "12 Rules for Life" by Jordan Peterson's a good one. There's a bunch. I need to just share this library. I could, yeah, Tyler, that's a good idea. I'll put that in there. I'll add that later today. Go watch the video on my page, man. You don't need money to start. You really don't need anything to start. So yesterday on the website, you showed I used a simulator demo and made 10K profit, which felt fake. Don't expect that on a regular basis. But if you're using TradingView and you're paper trading, that's the way you should definitely start. I got a 40% discount, which is already what the discount is that's running. You're on gear now. What's your longest losing streak? Probably a week and a half, something like that. And then I just took a break and came back. Appreciate that, Mason. I think you can. A lot of it is all about the individual, man. So if you can put in the work and stay disciplined, you'll definitely get there. 5-day losing streak. Take a break, man. These markets are tough right now, especially with what's going on. I mean, I would if you're struggling with this, I definitely wouldn't hesitate to take a break. Just give it the rest of the week, man. Come back next Monday. The yellow line is the orb. Some people trade that. It's the 15-minute. It's the 8 to 8:15 candle. It's this candle right here. I'll zoom in on it for you. It's this candle right here. Some people trade that. There's a strategy that involves that candle, a retest of this area once the market opens at 9:30. So I keep it marked out for the people on. There's a bunch of people in here that trade that, so I keep it marked out for them. I trade order flow and momentum combined with ICT. Look at Tan today. Appreciate that. The only trader I don't find annoying. Glad to hear that. Dean, what's up? Have not said the verse of the day yet. We got 1 minute. 1 minute until I read it. Go to my bio, Jimmy, copy the link and paste it in your browser. You can join it that way. So I traded big DT. I traded personal capital with Forex when I first started for the first couple of years that I traded. Don't recommend that at all. Highly, I cannot say that enough. Do not do that. And then when I started trading prop firms, I started in October, and then I took my first payout around end of January, early February. And it was with TopStep at the time. This was when you could still buy a Trade-A-Bait account with TopStep and trade through TradingView. I appreciate all those gifts. I just saw that. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I have a personal capital account with AMP. I blew so much money trading Forex. Yeah. Tell me about it. How are your Apex coming along? I haven't touched them. Still sitting there. Biggest reason is I'm dreading that once I pass them paying that activation fee of whatever it is, $89 times 20. What you're looking at there on Bookmap is M&Q. What do you mean it doesn't work, Jimmy? All right, let's read the verse of the day here. Galatians 2:20. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Amen. Hey man, doing great. Yeah, I was gonna pass like 5 of them at a time, Everett, and then do it that way. How you use Bookmap with your trades? Sometimes I take trades strictly based on Bookmap, but if I'm trading ICT, let's say I see a bullish setup, I just want to make sure that there's not huge stacks of orders underneath where, where my stop loss would be or where my entry would be. And that, the momentum that I'm seeing on Bookmap lines up with the trade that I'm taking. You get rid of imposter syndrome when you start becoming profitable. You're gonna have that in anything and everything that you do, man, when you start becoming good at it. I feel like you just gotta keep going. I blew my third eval last week and can't seem to follow my rules. Any advice for discipline? That's one of those things that you're just gonna have to get tired of losing. I mean, there was a saying when I used to be in AA, it was like, you have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's kind of similar with trading. When you realize that your rules are not there to hurt you or prevent you from making money, they actually help you make money. That's when you'll start to actually follow them. You get sick and tired of blowing accounts and having that feeling. I hate that feeling of like, I knew better. Like you get that clarity after you blow the account. It's like, why did I do that? Remember that feeling. Journal it, write it down, and try to hang on to that feeling of I knew better and I didn't do better. Because you knew better. I mean, whatever it is that was causing you, whether it was oversizing, over trading, revenge trading, whatever it is, you knew better. Disappointment in yourself is worse than losing the account. Yeah, it's a terrible feeling. Make sure you're journaling, though, Christy. Definitely make sure you're journaling. You recommend Bookmap for beginners? Not necessarily, man. I think you need to get a good foundational understanding of the market before throwing that in there, because it could definitely overcomplicate things for you initially. So you're only down $200. That's not too bad of a mess up, man. There's no big deal in that. This is the 15-minute time frame right here. What do you use to journal? Microsoft Word. And I have a template inside of the Discord that I use you can kind of monkey with it however you want, but it's just a very detailed journal template. What's up, Carlos? Carlos, so there's a video on my page about exactly where to start if you're new and how to go about things. I do use TradeZilla. It tracks everything. But in terms of TradeZilla doesn't keep track of your emotions. I like to write a narrative, like I'm telling a story about why I took a trade, what I was feeling, what was going on. Yeah, I saw that. So you're basically only down $200. I don't think that's that bad of a day, man. Trust me, I've had way worse days than that. Most people have. That's not bad at all. Just don't overtrade. Don't revenge trade trying to chase your losses. You look like a person that would use word. What does that mean? You get any cool prizes with that Lucid Vault? I got a big whopping 40% off. How can I join your Discord? Links in the bio. Copy and paste it into your browser. I know about so many ways of trading, but not what's for me. Well, you gotta find something that's keep it simple, man. Don't get too complicated or in the weeds. Find something simple and stick to that. Whether it's supply and demand or if it's ICT, find one setup within ICT that's really simple, and just stick with that. Yeah, you can. You can request more codes. Yeah. What's your bias today? I would definitely think we're going to be dumping, but who knows, man? With the news that's been going on, Trump's tweets, I would think that we would be very bearish, but we'll see. Giveaways every Sunday, Devin. Devin, didn't you win an account already? Didn't I give you an account? Depends on who you ask, Leo. Oh, there was somebody named Devin that won. Was it Devin? Different Devin? Dagum. It was Dagum, not Devin. Dagum. Similar. We got 2 minutes till market open here. Seeing yeah, I'm expecting bearish, dude. I'm reading some financial juice headlines here. We'll see how this goes. It's Dagum, not Devum. We'll see. Yeah, Dagum, there he is. He's in the chat. We got Devum and Dagum. Santi, what's up, man? $30 till market open. From my account to me. Mike, what's up, man? $15 till market open here. I'll send it to you. I send it to you. I've posted it several times recently. 5 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Stay patient. Don't oversize. I'm on a desktop, man. I'm on a desktop. I have no other accounts, Danny. This is the only account I have. Any other account is a scammer. Yeah, don't fall for it. This is the only account I have. I only have one Discord account. I'll never message you on there unless we've talked. Like if you want something or you requested something from me, I don't message you first on any platforms. I don't follow people on any platforms, so it's not me. This is the 15 that we're currently looking at. I'll drop to the 5 here for you guys. You stay patient. Stay patient, everybody. No, I'm not in a trade. Jose, what's up, man? Light blue line is a VWAP that's anchored to a different session. How long have you been trading? 5 years. I'm being patient, man. I haven't taken anything yet. Trying to read the book map. Yes, salad. Exactly. Where you see large stacks of orders on bookmap, that's typically where you would anticipate price to head towards. If there's orders in both directions, you sit on your hands. What was the new bookmap update? I didn't see an update. I had to update one of the indicators inside of bookmap. I didn't have like a whole update. Yeah, just be careful, Nando. Just stay patient. Stay very patient here. Like that shirt. Hey, appreciate that, Bows. Appreciate that. Little Brooks Brothers action. $180. Nando down at 180. Tap that VWAP and push right back. Yeah, he was in here earlier. Yeah. I don't know why people put that on there. I think it's so that so the platform doesn't like ban their lives or something. I don't know. I've got news on the Nigerian. I'm on NQ. I've got Epic Sax Guy playing in my ear right now. So orders starting to stack up above, so I'd be careful. That's why I'm hands off. I'm sitting on my hands here. ES does have orders above. It's also got orders below, but it does have orders above. I'm gonna use the bathroom while this plays out. Hey, Nando, good luck to you, man. Drive safe. You're in shorts. I'm not convinced either way at this point. I'm just gonna keep waiting. That was my gut DT at the beginning, is obviously that we would be bearish today, but my what my gut says and what the market does can be two completely different things sometimes. Yeah, it's Mike. Bookmap isn't really telling us much right now. Their orders up to 24,250 on NQ. You got orders down below us on ES down to 6,600. Another big stack of orders before that at 6,610. There's also orders up at 6,620. There's orders at 24,240 flash and heavy. That's where the VWAP is, anchored to the true day. It's hard to tell right now. That's why I'm just sitting on my hands. If I personally took a trade right now, I'd be gambling. Why do you feel stagnant, John? Are your winners bigger than your losers? If you're winning a lot and your profit factor is appropriate, then you should be making progress. What's Trump telling us? I don't know. I'm not seeing. Iran closes all diplomatic and indirect channels of contact with the U.S. That was at 9:36, almost 10 minutes ago. So you would think we're dumping here. Is it glitching? Footy, what up, man? How can I find bookmarks? It's called Bookmap. It's a software you download. I just haven't been making insane profits when. Dude, that's great, John. There's nothing wrong with that. It should be boring. If it gets boring, that means you're on the right track, man. You're not chasing what you're describing is you're not getting those big dopamine hits, and that's perfect. That's not what you want. You don't want those big dopamine hits. I mean, they're fun, but that's not sustainable for trading long term. So you're on the right track. I thought so too, Sean. Below 41,130 is where there's orders stacked down to on book. There's also a big stack of 200 sell orders being flashed around 205. They're moving it down as prices going down. They're chasing, trying to get their entry. It says NASDAQ futures, not a stock. There you go, Devin. I don't see a unicorn. That's a lot of money, man. Keep perspective. That's a lot of money. Where are you guys seeing a unicorn? It could be. I'm just not seeing it. Where are you looking? Netanyahu says they will continue to strike Iran with even greater force. Here's the book map. Somebody just got out right there. Saw that where execute. Rips, is that you? Because this is M and Q rather than NQ. NQ doesn't look good most of the time. You're on M and Q? I'm not sure then. Feels amazing, footy. You would expect, Aaron. We'll see though. No way this doesn't dump here. Orb played out? Where do you see that? Stop overthinking. How do you get rid of the doubt? Stop overthinking. None of this is real, man. None of this is real. None of this is real. You are so, the time on this earth that you have is a drop in the ocean compared to the existence of Earth and all the people that have ever been in it. Let go, man. Let go. Allow yourself to enjoy the process. Don't overthink it. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Have fun. Which orb did you take? Was it the 8 to 8:15 or the 7 o'clock one? I wasn't giving you a hard time, Joseph. I was just like, I have the orb marked out here, the 8 to 8:15 right here on NQ, and then this is the 8 to 8:15 on ES. So it just blew through that. That's why people were saying that. But if there was like a 7 a.m. one that I missed, there's different orbs that people trade. So you might have traded a different one. What am I looking for? Cells. To the city that we love. Gray clouds all over the hills, swinging darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, it's a great song. Trump's most recent truth post is wild. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I'm not on MT2, man. I use bronzer. It's my basic white girl shit that I do. Excuse my language. Really brings out the contours of the muscles, the striations, if you will. Think you missed a trade? I must have, man. Must have. Must have. Yeah, I'm looking at Hungry. This is what I'm looking at. Sorry. I'm dialed, bro. Reading the order book. Caught 14 points. Very nice. No way you can read this. Yeah, you're right, man. Can't read it. Christian, do you have tips for like I hitted full TP but went out early on the short right now because greed? I don't think that's greed. If you close the trade, I mean, dude, that was a solid dump there. I mean, from 24,200 down to basically 2,400. That's 200 point dump. So if you rode part of that, I don't think any of that was greed. I think that was discipline. What am I looking for? I'm looking for another entry. Trying to set up something here for you guys though. Appreciate the gifts, guys. Could I give you some analysis on the book map? Yeah, you had a pretty, I mean, it was pretty aggressive to the downside here. You didn't have any of this stuff above us like you're seeing now. You see all these orders flashing above us here. It's people trying to either long the bottom or they're trying to get in on this short. But it was, I mean, clean as day to the downside here on the book map. What you were seeing, these massive stacks of orders here. You see these big pockets. I mean, it was just clean. Now it's a little more lit up on both sides, so you got to be careful. It could tap back into this. There's a 4-minute gap here that I'm keeping an eye on, so it could tap back into that, but we'll see. You download it. Go to bookmap.com and you can download it. Yes, I did use the Lucid crates. I got a 40% off. It's about $110 a month for Bookmap. Might be done for the week. That's smart, man. Maybe I should put that in the corner. Is the center good or corner good? Or on me, is that good? I'll just leave it right there for right now. Tapped into this 4 minute. We'll see if we dump back. Anything looks good on you. Appreciate that, Ballas. I shorted this shit. Same time I said this. There's no way this doesn't dump. Still orders flashing above here. Hopefully that wasn't the only move of the day here. There's nothing wrong with that, Dakota. Like I said, man, it's good. It's good to take a break. What's your gym split? Back, bi, legs, abs, chest, tri, shoulders. I don't like that staying on the screen all the time like that. I feel like that's not a fan of that. I'll flash it once in a while, but I'm not going to keep it there. I like keeping the chart clean, or the picture clean. I did read one verse of the day, Tristan. I read Galatians 2:20, and then I saw another one that was a good one. I'll read it in just a second. I think we're getting ready to get some potential movement here. Want to see what this does. Make it transparent. I don't know how to do that. What advice would you give if everyone made money but you missed a trade? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing, man. Do not focus on that. If you didn't see a setup in your wheelhouse, do not worry about that. Got some of my drawdown back today, still down overall about 500. That's not terrible, man. Don't, you know, it's easier said than done, but don't hyper focus on chasing those losses. Stay disciplined. Just look for your setups. By the way, since we got a bunch of people in here that are probably new, we do giveaways every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time in the Discord. Completely free Discord, completely free to enter the giveaway. You could potentially win free Lucid accounts or free TPT accounts. Potentially Tradeify accounts. Haven't gotten there yet, but it's 100% free to join. Nothing for sale. Discord's in the bio. Copy the link, paste it in your browser. That way you don't have any issues opening it. Drop a follow also. Only thing I request in turn of you getting free accounts is to just follow me. That's the only trade-off I would request. How long have you been doing this? 5 years. You called out that movement. What made you think that? The way the book map was lining up, the things that I'm seeing. I recommend downloading Financial Juice or having Truth Social. Financial Juice is an app that shows you all these news events that are going on, things that people say. You know, Iran closes all diplomatic and indirect channels of contact with the U.S. If the situation gets out of control, Iran's allies will also close the Bab el-Mandeb waterway, says senior Iranian official. These sorts of things tell you, okay, the market's not going to like that. You know, that's probably going to drive up oil prices, and there's usually an inverse reaction. So if oil prices go up, NASDAQ usually goes down. Yeah, I'll flash it. I'm not going to keep it on there all the time, but it's right. I got the wrong window pulled up. It's right here. Are you talking about just that push up right there, Austin? I was calling that based on what I was seeing on the book map. There was just heavy orders that were continuing to stack above here. Usually draws price higher. Is it going to keep going up or down? That's the $1 million question. If I knew that, man, oh man, I'd have my yacht in Monaco right now waiting for the F1 races to start. I don't even know if there's one anytime soon, but I'd be waiting. It does always go up or down, Dominic. That is an astute observation. It does. Sometimes it goes sideways, but more often than not, it goes up or down. I do pay attention to the higher time frames, yeah. Do you know the 8 to 8:15 orb? Yeah, that's why I have it marked out here. A lot of people in this, in the lives here, they trade that, so I keep that on the screen for everybody. Auction market theory, I do. I'm well acquainted. Very nice. Heavy orders above, up to 150 now. I got air blowing down my back on my bald head. It does not feel great. All right, DT, thanks for being here, man. Followed you on Discord. Where do you respond? Where do you respond more on your lives? I'm not sure about the question. I'm not understanding that question. Use volume footprint. I mean, the volume from the book map is a version of that. What you're seeing on book map's a more detailed version of volume footprint. There's a lot of good prop firms, man. Take Profit Trader is a great firm. Loose is a great firm. Tradeify is a great firm. Right now is a great time to trade prop firms because they're all competing to try to be the best. So that's in the customer's favor because they're all trying to do things to get your business. So there's a lot of really good options out there right now. I thought you might say balls. The bugging won't let me buy an account. What's that about? I've never had a single issue with Lucid. In fact, their customer support has been phenomenal, which is something that I heard somebody complaining about. So maybe I'm just lucky. Hungry, I was talking about oil. When oil goes up, typically ES and NQ go down. Not always, but very common. So if oil's pumping, NQ's usually dumping. And oil, you would expect to go up when you see Iran talking about closing other waterways and, you know, all this stuff that's going on right now. So what kind of GPU do you have? I have a 4090 currently. I have a MSI 4090. How do the prop firms make money? Because people blow accounts because they're not disciplined. Majority of their money comes from blown accounts. The other majority of their money comes from live traders. They keep, you know, if you're trading live with a firm, it's real money being executed. So that trader is, when they're making profits, the firm keeps 10% of that. So if they have enough live traders that are actually really good and they're constantly making profits, they're keeping 10%. In some cases 20%. Most of the time it's about 10. But they're making money off of that. But the majority of it, I would say, is coming from people not knowing how to trade and just blowing accounts. I think the Lucid Flex accounts are great. That's what I trade with, the Lucid Flex accounts. The reason I say that is um, they have a consistency rule in the evaluation phase. It's a 50% consistency, so you have to take at least 2 days to pass it. But there's no consistency in the funded phase, meaning you could have just a massive blowout day and stack the account super aggressively and then trade for 4 more days of only making $150 in profit, and then you can take a max payout. So I like the fact, I don't like being stuck with a consistency rule. I like, if there's a day that's just an amazing day, I don't want to have to throttle my profits. That's amazing, man. Congratulations. Yes, the gap has to be inside of the breaker for the unicorn, and it's typically needing to be in the direction of, obviously, the trade you're taking. So if it's a bullish setup, you need a bullish fair value gap inside of that breaker. Strategy do I trade? Order flow momentum combined with ICT. Laz, I would say if you're trying to trade order flow, Bookmap is a must. Some people might disagree with that, but I think you're tying one hand behind your back and trying to fight Mike Tyson by not having Bookmap. It did take the short, yeah. Daggum, I did. How come I second guess my strategy? Because you need to take a break, Dakota. I'm going to tattoo it on your forehead. Stay off the charts until next Monday. Hola caracola? What is that? I don't know what that means. What is caracola? That's why we come to your lives for free Bookmap. Now we see what you started. Now you had a bunch of people speaking Spanish. Order flow and momentum combined with ICT, Daniel. Thinking of switching from Top Step to Lucid, I would definitely recommend it. I also think, dude, don't sleep on Take Profit Trader, man. Take Profit Trader, for anybody in here that knows, will tell you, those daily payouts are not capped. So you can have 5 funded accounts where you're taking just big, big payouts on a daily basis. Bookmap guy, what's it looking like right now? A little indecisive. It's not as clear as those shorts were, for sure. Christian is known as Mr. Bookmap. It's funny. I think if you take a break, Dakota, you'll be a lot better off. Reset your head. How big are the big orders? You have 274 sell orders up in the 60s, up just shy of the 60 level, 2460. and that's a big order, but um, what do you mean, Nando? Just play the book map on there? You don't want to miss a great trading day. Bro, think about this. How many great trading days happen prior to you ever even discovering trading? You'll be fine. Three. Did you take a trade today? I did, yeah. Let me get 100 real quick. I'm broke, man. Let me get 100. Let me hold 100. I took part of that short coming down. This movement down here. Only up 811. You can see it right there. Trading at the molecular level. Is it too late to enter what? Enter where? Which direction? I just be patient. Basically right at the middle of that dump at the moment. Even though I missed the entry, I'm gonna call it a day and not let it get to my head because I keep comparing myself to everyone I'm trading. Dude, yeah, don't. That's a dangerous space to be in. Don't compare yourself, man. Dude, don't. King, this is weird to say as somebody who does this, like who's on social media, but consume as little of the social media slop as you can, trading stuff when it comes to trading. Because you have people that are just looking for clicks, they're looking for views, and they're going to say, if you miss shorts today, you need to rethink your life. You know, it's like, dude, come on. I saw a guy who's a well-known trader say something about if you went long or if you went short today, you need to rethink trading. I'm like, dude, we had a 230-point dump. What are you talking about? You know, like we went 230 points in each direction. So if you went short or long, you took a good trade probably. So don't pay too much attention to that stuff. Pay as little attention as you can, because it will get in your head. What are you watching? This is Artemis. This is a broadcast from Artemis from the other side of the moon. They're showing us, these are the wavelengths of, the audio wavelengths that they're picking up. Yeah, usually is. Volume profile. This is an in-depth version of volume profile, man. That's what this is. This is institutional order flow. This shows you volume. Shows you all kinds of different volume metrics here. You got all different kinds of data here, in depth, that you can use. Institutional order flow, level 2 data. And it's just waffling right now. Nothing nothing too interesting happening there. As you can see, these 5-minute candles are kind of almost doji candles. It's basically a heat map. That's a way to think of it. I don't pay for the iceberg option. No, Harry, I don't. David, what's up? Sorry. David, what's up, man? Iran cuts off direct diplomacy with the U.S. The White House denies Washington's intention to use nuclear weapons in Iran. Thought I wasn't going live today. Why is that? It's Tuesday. I did, yeah. Took a short. We're up on only traded one account. We're up 811 on one account. Do you trade just in Q and ES? Yes, I do. You still in a trade now? It was a 200-point dump, basically, I think, on that. But I didn't catch the whole move. I caught like 50 points, maybe. Something like that. Maybe not that much. 40 points. I have 35 accounts right now. I have 20 Apex evals and then 15 fundeds. New day, new rule broken. Not mad, actually. I'm happy because I'm learning a new thing. David, the thing about breaking your rules, it can be a good thing because it especially if you break the rule and you get burned, it's a good thing, in my opinion, in some cases, because it reinforces why you have the rule to begin with. And it lets you know that that rule is there to protect you. The worst case scenario is you break a rule and you actually make money, because then you're like, why do I have that rule? Blew my first account this morning, but my mindset is better than ever. Excited to start fresh and get back at it. There you go, Kenny. It happens, man. That's a part of the process. As sucky as it is. Yes, you should, Ballas, and take a picture of it and post it in the Discord. I don't trade them all at once. Recently, I've only been trading one account at a time because of how volatile things have been. I'd rather just take my wins on one account and keep it moving. Once the market kind of chills out and hopefully this Iran war goes away, things will become more stable. Were you like me when you started? I mean, everybody, struggles at the beginning, man. But I will say that I sense more panic in you than I had. You got to learn how to calm. You got to learn how to let go and stay calm. Allows you to have more clarity and focus. I'm sending him Rocky Mountain oysters. I've heard they're good, man. Breathe, no chasing, follow your rules. Yep, exactly. They have two different plans you can select: end of day trailing and inter-day trailing. But there's no consistency in the eval. You can pass in one day. I'm not shorting right now. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting to get more idea of direction here. Book map, the order book keeps changing. Yes, there's consistency in the funded, 50% consistency in the funded with Apex. I am not on peptides, no. Trading NASDAQ futures in Q. Hey, Mr. Bald Guy. Hey, what's up? I would think, Robbie, but we'll see. Just had this fresh 15-minute candle open, so keep an eye on that. It's big 300 sell orders stacked at 156-ish, 155, 24, 155-ish. Order book just cleared out. There's still that stack of 301 sell orders up there at 24, 155, but cleared out mostly in every other direction here. ES is flashing lower. We'll see. NASDAQ futures. Yeah, LARPing hard, man. Can't you tell? I gotta cut this air off. Blowing down my bald head. Daddy's live. Dakota. Yeah, there's that order up there, that 301 sell order still stacked up there at 24,155. Yeah, there's a 160 buy orders down there at 2,400. I told you to stop trading, man. I said that's the best thing for you, to hop off the charts until next Monday. And you're over there back testing. You need a full detox, bro. The charts need me. I got you, Christopher. I've taken lots of breaks, yeah. What's the key to profitability? Being able to keep your finger off the button. Fewer trades. Mastering your psychology. Mastering your psychology is most definitely the key. You can be the best, candlestick reader or, strategy analysis guy in the world. If you can't master your psychology, you'll never be profitable in the long run. I was up 800, now I'm down 300. It's tough, man. I have a canker sore on my tonsil. That's not good. We're tapping into a 5-minute BPR right now. Just rejected out of it. Excuse me. There you go, John. Very nice, man. That's exactly right, Nando. All right, Dakota. We'll see you on Monday, man. Lost my fun today because I thought I was on MES, but was on ES. I feel so defeated. I've blown like 4. You got to pump those numbers up, man. Those are rookie numbers. You'll be all right, dude. That is tough, and I've made that exact mistake before. I've traded where I thought I was trading 5 micros, and it's actually 5 minis. Yeah, it's a mistake that I've made before. You'll learn from it. You trade BPRs, I pay attention to them for sure. There's a BPR inside of a breaker after a sweep of a key level. I'll take that trade 100% of the time. You'll get there, man. You'll get there. I know that exact feeling. Every trader's been there. You got to keep pushing. It's a BPR balanced price range. We got 2 imbalances, inefficiencies combined with an imbalance. So a fair value gap combined with an inverted fair value gap, or 2 fair value gaps. But generally, I don't think you can really do that. So it's two. It's an inversion with a fair value gap. I'm at 12 and I'm still prepared for many more. I love that attitude. Because eventually you're going to get it right. I think if it breaks through this 5-minute, then yeah, potentially it'll make a new low. We got 4 minutes till that candle closes, though. I wouldn't touch it until that candle closes. These couple of days have made me feel like I really don't know how to trade. This price action will do that to you. Just know that in the 5 years that I've been trading, this has been the toughest market to trade. If that's of any consolation to you. Man, I could go back to sleep right now. I read that if you can trade with the current market, you'll be a god in the regular markets. If it ever goes back to normal. This is the hardest. I mean, this year, I would say since November-ish, for me personally. I did well in November. I did well in December. I crapped the bed in January. I bounced back in February. I did well in March. And I'm doing decent so far this month. I wouldn't say I'm crushing it because instead of trading all my accounts at once or trading multiple accounts at once, I'm only trading 1 account at a time. I'm making money this month, but it's nowhere near the numbers I've made in the past. But it's been very difficult. I think this, yeah, Dakota, you can hang out, man. It's been extremely difficult. There you go, John. Very nice, man. Eduardo, I did. I took a short. My stop loss got hit. Now it's going to my TP. Yeah, that is typical. Have you ever accidentally accepted someone into live? No, I haven't. John, if you're having an easy time now, yeah, you'll crush in the regular markets, man. All right, Benjamin, take it easy, man. Yeah, not ideal. We'll see you tomorrow. A lot of people do trade YM. I know some people that do. I know some good traders that trade YM. Yeah, Dakota, I think it's definitely a factor. Got 1 minute until this 5-minute candle closes here. And I'll show you what I'm eyeballing. You got this gap that's getting ready to get inverted and this inversion that's getting disrespected. The move might happen before the candle closure, unfortunately. I do not trade any other sessions, no. Very true, Dakota. Can you put the map up again? Yeah. Correct, Dakota. Full detox, man. Look for those kind of movements that you just saw right there. Opportunities for me to take quick little scalps. Just grabbed a little piece of that. Just a little piece. Take my little piece, shake the tree, keep it moving. You bass fish. That's basically, it's a fish finder, daggum. Is that what you're thinking? It's a fish finder. No, those are targets. So that's liquidity. I think that's what I would use. That's how you interpret. So if you see those major liquidity levels there, you can think that price is attracted to those levels. Actual fishing, yeah, I do fish. I thought that you were inspired by the fish finders that people use when they fish. That's why you were asking. This is called Bookmap. You can download it at bookmap.com, and you got to pay about 110 a month. You got to pay for a Bookmap subscription, and then you pay for their data. Very true. It's 11. Appreciate that. 11's my cutoff time. We got that just in time. We're up 11:36. Can't complain. Cannot complain. So you'd sell rather, yeah, that's exactly what I did. That level that you see here marked out on, let's see, let me bounce back for you real quick. This level, that I had, this line right here that I had marked out. This line lined up with those orders. That's why I had that line there. So I had my, when we pulled back a little bit up here, I got in and then I targeted this. So if you see this pull back up into here, I actually got in right here, went into a little bit of drawdown, and then it dumped right to my TP. So, all right, guys, I'm hopping off. We'll catch you later. Love you guys. Follow if you haven't. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. We'll see you then.